Alright, so I asked you all what would be a video topic you guys want me to cover. One of the first suggestions I got was about my opinion on Riven mods. Now that may warrant a video on its own, but honestly it's a dead horse of a topic. But it did get me thinking about the endgame of Warframe, and how that's something I've always tended to ignore or never really focus on. I've never really focused on making my weapons do the absolute maximum that they're capable of. I care way more about how fun they are versus how endgame they are. Have you all ever noticed something about every weapon review ever here on YouTube? It kinda goes something like this.
This weapon sucks. This weapon is bad. This one sucks too. So does this one. This one is funny, but still sucks. These are okay, I guess.
Yeah, basically if it can't kill a level 150 bombard in under 2 seconds, it's automatically garbage or mastery fodder. Now of course, I'm well aware that there's weapons out there that do earn the title of mastery fodder, and are completely useless throughout 90% of the game's content. But people need to realize that there's a middle ground between good or bad. I mean, take a look at these throwing knives I'm using right now. They're pretty good, honestly. I only have 4 mods of them at the moment because I'm leveling them, but for having no crit chance or stats chance yet, they're handling these Grineer pretty damn well. And once I put my personal combination of mods on them, they'll be pretty good against high level missions. But would I ever take them to a sortie? Yeah, no. But just because they'd struggle in a sortie, does that mean that they're automatically trash or mastery fodder? No, they'd still hold their own through 80% of the star map. And that doesn't sound like a garbage weapon to me. Also, a quick note, of course the amps aren't super overpowered. This is Warframe, not 12,000-year-old children with laser hands frame. Hadouken! Alright, next topic. Now, I'm gonna say something that might piss off a lot of people. You ready? Mastery rank doesn't matter. Yeah, mastery rank is completely pointless after mastery 14. Unless you're like a diehard investor in Riven mods, then your end goal is mastery 18. I never really understood why people are so diehard about achieving the highest mastery rank possible. I mean, after 14, you literally unlock the game, like there is nothing else that's blocked from you. Let me tell you new guys something that you probably weren't even remotely aware of. The mastery cap way back when used to be 8. And now it's, what, 24? Going on 30 soon, according to the wiki? In the Excalibur Prime video I made, there were dozens of comments saying how it's unfair that Prime and his accessories have mastery that's unattainable to other people. But, guys, the amount of mastery you get from Excalibur Prime and his weapons is minuscule after mastery 12-ish. And secondly, and this kind of summarizes my whole opinion about mastery, it never really matters because the bar is constantly rising. When you max out now, it won't matter in the future because it's going to be even more in the future. So there's really no end game to this Yet, at least. And I know a lot of people are really focused on this, and you know, that's fair. If your end goal is to get to Mastery Rank 24 for the game, then by all means, go for it. I mean, if that's your goal in this game, don't let me stop you. I mean, just because my only incentive left to even care about Mastery Rank is to get the extra arsenal inventory slots, that doesn't mean you guys can get something more out of it. Basically what I'm getting at is don't be super surprised when one day you hit Mastery 24 and then you're sitting in your list set just thinking, now what? This leads me to sorties, because that's usually where people with endgame status end up going. Now, there's nothing wrong with sorties, technically speaking. They work and give people with maxed out builds something to use them against. But the RNG rewards are just so RNG that it honestly makes the effort really not worth it, in my opinion. I don't know, for me, sorties got boring really fast. I guess my basic point with this whole video is just simply, don't focus on trying to beat the game. In the Excalibur video I mentioned how me and my friends did basically beat the game. We had the best gear, unlocked everything, did all the quests, you know, the whole shebang. Surely enough, because we had basically nothing else to do, we essentially borderline quit the game for 8 months. We had such little incentive to play the game anymore, other than for big updates, that it was honestly a fair assumption to say that we borderline quit. I guess I'm just trying to make a warning saying that once you've reached end game status, you really have reached the ending of the game, until DE throws out something new. So that's why it's pretty much better just to focus on just having fun, not collecting everything, not maxing out everything, just do what's fun. And again, if maxing out everything and, you know, reaching the top of everything is what counts as fun for you, don't let me stop you. Go right ahead at it. I will not get in your way. Just remember that Warframe is always updating, and try to remember that over time, we went from this
Your target is the reactor. Keep
Major, the vessel is under attack by hostile.
You've been seen. Ready your weapon. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
to this. just remember, this game is evolving with you.